Hello boys, ghouls, and everything in between. My name is Shay, and I've got a new camera set up. Hey. Alright, so I've been gone for a while. I know, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. But in the time that I have been gone, a lot's happened, yet strangely not much at all, but it's complicated. That's for another video, for another day. Today, we are going to be talking about a paranormal game. Yay! Today's paranormal game is The Hooded Man. Now, when I first found this ritual, there was something about it that just, a scenario I came up in my head that I know is very unrealistic, but at the same time is so funny. I had to share it because it's just, mwah, you'll see. So, for the Hooded Man ritual, let's see, according to Paranormal Rituals Wiki, try saying that 5 times fast, it's similar to the lift ritual. Let's see, it allows the player, the one who plays the ritual, to access another dimension. Yay! Which is called the other world. Shock and surprise there. I wouldn't have guessed that. In this ritual, the player will call an entity to drive them to the other world. No, thank you. I'm good. Uber is scary enough as it is. You know, don't get into cars with strangers, that kind of thing. Just saying. So, requirements. 1 corded telephone. Good luck with that. With cell phones today, good luck with that. If you use a cordless one, the ritual will not work. I reiterate, good luck with that. 2 black cords, each one must be approximately 50 centimeters or 1.6 feet long. 1 watch or pocket clock. Pocket clock? I've never heard that one. I've heard pocket watch, but not pocket clock. Okay. 1 room to play the ritual, 1 table and 1 chair. Not a lot of preparing except for trying to find a corded phone, but I mean, maybe it's not that difficult. Maybe I'm just, I don't have, I have a cell phone, that's all I have. I don't need a home phone. I don't know many people that have home phones anymore. Unless they bought it at like an antique shop and it's like one of those really old phones, so I digress. So preparing the room, yay. Choose a room to play the ritual in case the requirement of having a room to play the ritual in was not instruction enough for you. Leave the room as dark and silent as possible. As someone who has 2 cats, that is very difficult. Now, next step is calling the Hooded Man. A name like the Hooded Man does not, invoke positive feelings. Just saying. It is recommended to play at night, as most rituals are, because not many horror movies happen during the day, right? Except for Midsummer. And, a handful that do, but for the most part, if you're playing with friends, only one is required to follow the instructions below. So basically, out of your friend group, whoever you like the least, make them do all of this so that when it comes back, it starts with them. Gotcha. Step 1, go in the room that you have previously prepared. Got it? Sit down before the telephone and count to 13. With the phone on the cradle, dial the number 204-96888. Kind of half expected an area code of like 666, but that's just me, I guess. Step 4, tie one of the black cords to the telephone handset. Okay? Use the cord to lift the handset and dial the number 255-15823. So, tie the cord, lift it, then dial the number. Okay? Cool. Do you have to actually set up the phone? Like, plug it into the wall and like all of that, or like... They don't make that instruction rather clear, do they? I mean, if you already have a corded phone at home, can you just use that one? Or do you have to, like... I have questions. Alright. Count to 13 and put the handset down, but do not put it on the cradle. So do you put it on its side? Do you put it, like, curved downward like that? Like, more questions, not enough answers. Approach your face, that wording. Approach your face to the handset. So you have, I'm just imagining it on its side, you just lay your head down. Once again, is it on its side or is it facing down? Because if it's facing down, this is, how are they going to hear you? How are the demons going to hear you when you call them? They're going to get upset. So, put your face near the handset and say, "Hi, I need a cab." That is, if they can actually hear you. Still undetermined. Untie the first cord and replace it with the second one. Why? Why not just use one cord? Why do we have to use two? I mean, I know that, spoiler alert, at the end you're going to have to burn these cords anyway. Why not just use the same one? That's a waste of cords. Don't know what you'd actually use the cords for, but that's a waste of cords. I just grew up poor. You don't waste nothing. Nothing. Now, for going to the other world, this magical destination. I'm assuming it's magical. I mean, it's another dimension. If I don't see a dragon, what's the point? You know, that begs the question, what is the point of most of these rituals? Because every single one, it's like, you can ask the demon that you summon questions, but it might not be the truth. Then why am I asking it anything? What am I getting out of this? Getting scared to death and possibly, you know, a demon buddy for the rest of my life. Worth it! So going to the other world. Step 1, go outside. I'm out. I'm not, no. No. You can't, there's no amount of money to get me to go outside. I'm surprised you're able to convince me to leave the house to go to work. So my camera stopped recording. Yay. Alright. So, step 2. If you see a black cab parked near your house with the lights on, open the door and get inside. If you are playing with friends, they should go too. If the door is locked, do not get in. It might be a regular car. Trying to break into it will get you in trouble. Well, yeah. Duh. After you enter the car, lock the doors and make sure to be in a comfortable position. You will fall asleep in approximately 70 seconds. So this is where the funny, unrealistic scenario first was born. Because you see, here in America, cabs look like this. Meanwhile, in some other parts of the world, cabs look like this. Do you see where I'm going with this? Do you see? So, in my mind, I'm imagining a cab driver has just dropped off a customer in a neighborhood and is sitting there trying to figure out where to go to get more money and more passengers, and all of a sudden, some rando climbs in the back and proceeds to fall asleep. Oh, hey, where's you? Okay. Next step. After you wake up, if you're playing with friends, everybody will wake up at the same time. Look at your watch. If your watch doesn't read 3:30 a.m., get out of the vehicle, go inside the room you used to call the cab, and destroy the 2 cords with fire. If your watch reads 3:30, you will fall asleep again in approximately 70 seconds. So, assuming that Cabby is a nice guy and didn't immediately kick Rando out of the back seat, just imagine them waking back up, looking at their watch, and then falling back asleep. Oh, good, you're awake. Where would you like? Okay, then. You will wake up again, but this time the car will be moving, and you will see a hooded man in the driver's seat, driving the cab in a dark place. Well, it's the middle of the night, of course. It's going to be dark outside. In some variations of the game, it says that if you wake up and there's another passenger in the car, don't look at them and don't speak to them. So imagine Cabby's just driving along because he has to make money and he's not going to let some rando that keeps falling asleep in the back stop him from that. So he picks up a passenger here and there. And the passengers are trying to make small talk. Hi, how are you? Are you from out of town? I'm visiting family. I'm from Minnesota. Good talk. If you want to go back, lean forward and say to the driver, I have reached my destination, then go back to sleep. So poor Cabby, after having picked up Rando falling asleep twice in the back, freaking out of his other passengers, Rando then leans forward and seductively whispers in his ear, I have reached my destination, and then proceeds to fall back asleep. I'm pretty sure at that point Cabby's just like, I'm taking you back to the funny farm where I found you. Nope. You will wake up in your starting location because Cabby has had enough of your shit and is just done. And so you're supposed to go back into your house, go back to the phone in which you used, and then dial the number 200082 in the telephone and say, thank you for the ride, and then destroy the second cord with the fire, along with the first one. So yeah, Additional information. If you try to physically attack the driver's supposed to be a demon. Why would you attack a demon? Who's done this? I mean, performing the ritual is one thing, but then deciding that you're going to perform the ritual to specifically square up with the demon that is taking you through this interdimensional journey? What kind of stupid are you? Like, seriously. If you talk to the driver, he will not answer. Probably because he's weirded out by you, but, I mean, I digress. It is not known what happens if someone looks at the driver's face. Okay. I usually don't look at my drivers when they're dropping me off anyway, because I'm antisocial and don't want to talk to people, but you know, hey. I think that's it. So yeah, that's the Hooded Man ritual, aka in which Cabby is just... If you're a cab driver, has anything like this ever happened to you? I imagine that there's some weird cab stories out there. But I'm curious. And if you've played the game, how did that go? I imagine it'd be interesting. So yeah, if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell notification, leave a comment. Come over on my Twitter, my Instagram, say hi. I'm nice, I promise. I don't go on social media that often, so if you DM me or something and I don't answer, give it a month or two. So yeah, that's today's video. I feel weird. It's been a while since I've made a video, so bye.